So in the previous video we discussed time dilation, and we found that time dilate for the object with which are moving with velocity comparable to the speed of light, and specifically we give example of mu1. So today we discuss the length contraction, and specifically length contraction for mu1. So let's say this is earth surface and mu1 is created over here, and this distance lies between 10 to 15 kilometer. We calculated the time, dilated time for it is t is equal to 15 2.2 multiply 10 power minus 6 second. Okay, we calculated this time. This is dilated time. For mu1. Okay, we calculated that mu1 covered distance is equal to Vt, and this distance was 10,422 meter, which is lies in this range. But we observe this experimental observation says that there are 170 mu1 per meter square per second. So in a square region, one meter square region, 170 mu1 is observed experimentally. So if mu1 cover this distance, then it will be destroy very early, and we will be not able to observe this much mu1 per meter square per second. The reason is not only time dilate for mu1, but length also contract. Length contract for mu1, and we discussed that contraction. Contract. So that the contracted length is equal to L naught under root 1 minus V square over C square. So the L naught is, let's say, the maximum 15. If it is 15,000 meter, then it will be multiplied with this factor, which is 1 minus 0.998 square. As we see that the velocity of the mu1 is 0.998 c. So cc will cancel out, and we will get this value. After calculation we have 15,000 meter and multiply with this factor. This factor is about 0.063. This is 0.06. Oh, that is very H. So this is 6, 3, and let's take it that much, and this will give you that the length is in fact 948 meter. So the distance shortened for the mu1 because it moves with a speed comparable with the speed of light. So so the mu1 observe this much distance. mu1, in fact, in the frame of the mu1, this much distance is required to cover to reach the earth. So if the mu1 cover this much distance, 448 meter, it will reach the ground, but in the frame of mu1. So because the length contract for mu1 and mu1 see this much length, and mu1 is to cover this much distance in the dilated time, which is the above. So in the dilated time he will spare some time and will be found on the earth. So this observation 170 mu1 per meter square per second is possible because mu1 in its frame of reference, mu1 have to cover this much distance. That is why we found many mu1 on the ground experimentally. So not only time dilated, but also these two things happens for mu1: time dilated, length contracted, and the 15,000 meter become 948 meter for mu1. So time dilated and length contracted for mu1, that is why we see 170 mu1 per meter square per second. Okay, thank you.